Hi, my name is Ingrid Rojas Contreras, and I'm here to read from Rad American Women A-Z, written by Kate Schatz and illustrated by Miriam Kleinstall. And I'm reading from the entry on Dolores Huerta. D is for Dolores. Dolores Huerta, who demands dignity and justice for farm workers. Dolores Huerta was raised in Stockton, California by a hardworking single mother. Dolores was an excellent student, and after she graduated from high school, she became an elementary school teacher. Many of her students were the children of farm workers, the people who plant and harvest the fruit and vegetables that end up on our dinner tables. They worked hard in the fields, but made very little money. And Dolores' students suffered from the effects of poverty, often coming to school without shoes. The conditions for farm workers were terrible. They couldn't leave work to go to a doctor, weren't allowed to take bathroom breaks, and didn't even have clean water to drink. Dolores loved teaching, but she felt she could do more to help her students if she could help their parents. She became a community organizer, working up to help the farm workers with some basic human rights. She soon met Cesar Chavez, another activist, and together they created a union called the United Farm Workers Association. A union is an organization that helps protect the rights of people who have the same kind of job. This union asked people all across the land to stop eating grapes until the men and women who picked the fruit were treated more fairly. Soon the United States government made laws to protect the farm workers, and Dolores was recognized as one of the most important leaders of American workers. She helped people all over the country earn a living wage and have a healthier, safer life. Dolores made a difference off the fields as well, by fighting sexism within her own community. One day at a meeting of other important leaders, she decided to write down every insulting comment about women that she heard. At the end, she told the men in the group, "During the course of this meeting, you guys have made 58 sexist remarks." Many of the men were surprised. They hadn't even realized the rude things they were saying. During the next meeting, Dolores counted 30 sexist comments. Slowly but surely, the men changed their ways until there were 0 offensive comments. By speaking up and demanding that her peers talk respectfully, Dolores reminded them that everyone deserves to be treated with dignity and kindness. I found her inspiring as an immigrant. I think that immigrant stories have a danger of becoming invisible, and she did a very concrete thing, which was with Cesar Chavez. She helped unionize workers, but it had a ripple effect for that immigrant community and those generations of people, because she gave them self-respect. And there's one story that I love, which is when they decided to do what we say in Spanish, a peregrinación, which is just like a walk, a long walk, like a pilgrimage. And they walked through all the grape fields in California. And as they were walking, the workers would join the walk and they would join the protest. And what ended up happening is that at night, all the people would sing together, and they started to do theater plays for each other that they were writing themselves. And they ended up kind of deconstructing their own experience of what was happening to them and what they wanted for their future. And these were people that didn't have a voice before that, or they didn't feel that they had a community, it didn't share a common ground. So I think even though she, in her mind, what she was doing was a very specific thing. She was trying to get rights for all the workers and equality in economic situation, but she ended up giving them so much more. And a lot of Chicano historians name that time when the grape protests started as the birth of the Chicano movement. So what she did really had just a huge impact. So I think as an immigrant, she's just terribly inspiring to me. So I love what Gloria Steinem says when she's asked this question. And she always says, don't listen to me, listen to yourself. And I think that you can be inspired by in history, all the women who have done amazing, incredible things. And then you can take that and then just listen to what your own struggles are, what the struggles of the community around you are, and go on from there.